So obviously you've been seeing me wear the blue light glasses, right?
Yeah.
Well, they are from the Venturo collection, man. In terms of, with this company, they take a lot of pride in making sure that everything is done in-house. A lot of love, a lot of care. But more importantly, they don't do a ton of mass production. So when you talk about the quality of it, it's a lot nicer. They also do a ton of accessories and jewelry, right? Deke had a chance to see some of the watches that they make, and they're pretty daggone nice, might I
They're really
add.
nice.
Some of the jewelry, bracelets.
Well, I might need to
necklaces.
get some of those glasses, too, once I get LASIK coming up here, because those would be nice. A little blue light action.
Absolutely, man. But they also have, your regular sunglasses as well. But the thing that they do that sets them apart from other brands are their price point. They try to be very affordable while still giving you a nice feel, a nice quality, to their stuff and things like that. So with that being said, when we talk about them, we got promo codes, and that promo code is MOATS. If you use that, you'll get 20% off along with free shipping on or at VenturoCollective.com. So you see it right there. So like I said, definitely want to check them out, show them some love. But, shout out to them. The accessory gang is fire. And like I said, it actually does help. I know for me, I like to keep my eyes working properly all this screen time I'll be having. So shout out to these blue lights, but more importantly, shout out to the Venturo Collective.
Twan Lavent. Fire Matt Canada, sabotaging the season.
There it is.
No, going back to what we were talking about. I saw the offense move the ball too many times yesterday to really have that takeaway. You got to give him credit for the touchdown, too. I mean, he drew it up, the Claypool, the Pittsburgh special.
He did. And when you talk about self-scouting, what did he know? We run this jet sweep. Everybody going to believe this.
True. Derek Watt, he actually got him incorporated, too.
A couple times.
Made him worth the contract.
He had a couple catches, and he had a tackle, man. Yeah. But, bro, that was, that was like I had a fair moment. I remember I laughed to myself when it happened. I legit lost my mind for like a split second. Like, this dang go jet sweep, god dang it. Touchdown, we're good. Yeah.
No, but back to everything we've been saying, we move the ball. Now the problem is, can we score in the red zone?
Yeah.
Let's focus on that now. If we can continue to improve upon that, that just goes to show that good things are happening and the constant improvements happening. It's not pretty because we still want more points from yesterday. We still want to win games, but I'm still seeing some stuff.
Nah.
Little by little.
And I'm still not even saying that at the end of the year you retain Matt Canada. That's not what I'm saying either. But what I am saying is
the numbers are there for his offense these last couple of years.
But what I am saying is this. Number one, you do have a lot of potential currently, as it currently sits. Now, the question is, can you tap into it? And that's the part where it's like, okay, maybe Matt Canada isn't the guy that can get the best or the most from them.
For
That's
this offense, because we saw it last year. It's like, let's not run this college system with
it doesn't
Ben
work with this.
Roethlisberger.
Right, and that could legitimately be the case. And I do think at times, even with Najee, it's almost like, man, does he fit what Matt Canada's trying to do? But this is also why, for me, I'm not big on trying to move a lot of these pieces, because if you're not going to retain Matt Canada long term, why move a Najee right now? Why move a Claypool right now when you might bring in a guy that does, resonate with those guys a little bit better, connects with them a little bit better, and is able to get more out of them? Because we're not saying they're not talented. We just don't feel like it's productive enough. But if that is truly a coordinator issue, why do anything now when you're not even planning to build with this long term?
Yeah, and I was just thinking this too. If you were to ask Kenny, does he want Canada fired right now? No. And I don't think even we should want it from a fan's perspective, because I don't want to go down the Browns road of
absolutely, man.
Kenny has 4 coordinators in 5 years.
And what does that do?
5 coordinators in 5 years.
And what does that do? It kills your development. It kills your foundation. Right now, like it or love it, like it or hate it, Kenny is getting a chance to build his foundation. He's getting a chance to learn professionally what this is like, and then you build upon that. And as we talked about, man, even with Canada's offense, it's still a lot of positive plays that are left on the field out there, where it's just like literally the 50-50 type situation or stuff like that. But to me, I don't think that you want to stunt the growth or the progress that we do see taking place right now by doing any type of change. Now, I don't think the team will anywho, but just in the sense of, it's like, man, you finish out where we have right now, and then from there you evaluate it. Okay, who was a guy that was able to perform down the stretch? Who was a guy that actually showed up? Who was the guys that started to quit on you as well? Those are some of the things you're looking at as well right now, man. You want to see who are the guys that are professional, who are the guys that are weak-minded, Who are the guys that are, high and low, like how fans could be at times? And who are the guys that are going to be constant and always show up and do what they're supposed to do? That's what you're also looking at. But when you start doing big scapegoat type moves or big fire sales, that sends a different type of message into your team. And I don't think the Steelers want to send that type of messaging to this team right now.
Right. First couple steps just immediately is clean up our own stuff with the penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it goes back to what you're saying. This isn't necessarily like a Canada issue. Let's clean that up. And then with Pickett, it goes back to what you said. Can we clean it up a little bit more? Don't have that fumble. Who knows if we score there? One score game. Defense maybe has some momentum. They're feeling it.
Just changes a lot, man. But those are little, like,
offensive line block better. If, like, just those things happen, we could be a better team going into the Saints game and a better offense.
And the Saints pass rush is not like the Eagles pass rush either. Like, do they have a Cam Jordan? Yes. But they don't have the 6 and 7 type dudes that the Eagles can send at you body-wise. That is a different context. When you talk about their secondary versus the Eagles secondary, it's a little bit different. Now, they have better linebackers than Philly's linebackers, but that's a different animal that you're going to be dealing with over there. But those are the things, man. When you like, this is why we keep saying it's like literally small. It's where we're at, man.
Yeah, and then what other thing is just get better in the red zone now too. But that goes hand in hand with running the ball better, and running the ball better, that could be the offensive line blocking better. I just felt like they took a step back. But again, Eagles are a good team. We're not going to be facing an Eagles team or a Bills team the rest of the way.
And if we and just think about if we circled our one-on-one matchups in this game, and if we took the team names off, not Steelers, not Eagles, nobody's affiliated to anybody, how many of those matchups also will we look and say, no, we would take that player from Philly over this player from Pittsburgh, but because we know we're Steelers and they're Eagles, we just feel that our guy should be better, or our guys, man, you should be able to beat A.J. Brown. Why? A.J. Brown, a all-pro, Pro Bowler, second contract guy, big-time receiver. But why do we feel like that? Because it's a Steeler. If Akello played for any other team, and that was A.J. Brown versus Akello with this one, we'd all be looking like, oh, you stupid as heck for doing that one-on-one. But because it's Pittsburgh, that's why. And that's why we feel a little bit more heightened when bad stuff happens. It's like, God, man, we got to fire this coach, man. Man, we better than this. And it's like, dude, sometimes it's a bad matchup. Sometimes they do got better players. In Philly, at times yesterday, when you look at that D-line versus our offensive line, you could see the disconnect. But it's also a lot more talent, a lot more money in that offensive line. I mean, in their D-line as well then. When you talk about Fletcher Cox, Hargrave, Hassan Riddick, Robert Quinn, Josh Sweat. Like, we're
missing $30 million of a guy that should be in our front seven. They weren't. They were basically completely healthy across the board. And we were missing Ogunjobi, too. Yep. We still got pressure, though. Our defensive line wasn't that big of a problem yesterday. Absolutely not.